What would you do if a complete stranger walked up to you with a camera and a microphone and asked you about your life's journey? Well, that is what we're doing here on Faces, the TV show. My name is Sun. I am a spoken word artist, and I love to venture out into the world to meet new people. This is our time to do that. So welcome to Faces, the TV show. I am so excited to meet you.
Yeah, I remember when it used to be all woods.
On Castle?
Yeah. And there was trees everywhere, but it's built up. And I remember when there used to be bars and stuff up and down Castle, and now it's only Sportsman Club, and that's it. I married 3 times, and I wish I hadn't.
What happened in the marriages?
Well, they all ended up in divorce because of money situations. One decided she was making more money than me, so she said, well, I don't need you no more. I said, oh, okay, good. I miss the first one, really.
You do?
Yes, I love her to death still.
Is she still alive? Or...
Yeah, nobody wants me now.
No, that's not true. Not true at all.
No, nobody wants the old boy now.
Do your children visit you?
No. I don't expect them to.
Why?
I just don't. They surprised the hell out of me if they did.
Do you ever wish your children would come visit you?
Yeah, I do. I wish I could go see them.
Have you heard from them at all?
Oh yeah, I hear from time to time.
Do you have any grandchildren?
5. Yeah, I have 5 grands.
And what advice would you give the community now, or people in the world, not just Wilmington, people in the world now? Because actually 70, still in your good frame of mind, chilling, relaxing like you are. How do you stay that way? And what advice would you give other people to live as long as you have?
To thine own self be true. Take care of yourself. Try to be yourself. Don't try to be somebody else. Don't try to be what you can't. Be yourself. You only got one life. Live it to the best that you can. Live each day like it's your last, because it might be. You could be here today and gone tomorrow.
Truly blessed, right?
Truly blessed.
I love you, John. I know you don't need my hand or my help, but I definitely want to just give it to you. As I look down, I think about everyone's life and their beauty, how we can bridge the gap of unity, how I can love you and you can love me underneath the small raindrops of history. We want to exude love. We want to just be in love with everything, down and up. I love the rain.
I've had blue hair for about 5 years, and when I first did it, just was kind of a thing, and then it sort of became my calling card. So people know me by my hair. If I colored my, if I go out in a hat.
That's why I stopped you guys. One was for the ice cream and the other one was for the hair.
See, if I go out in a hat, people don't know who I am.
Right.
It's like just friends of mine I've known for years will not know. I actually saw somebody in daylight who I normally see at night, but somebody I've known for I think 3 or 4 years. They came up to me and they're like, oh, when'd you dye your hair blue? Like, that's awesome. I was like, I've had blue hair as long as you've known me. You just have never seen me in the light of day. It's good.
Well, I think I've gotten soft by living here. I think I've become a soft person, honestly. I've grown too much of a consciousness towards being sympathetic. I think I'm a little too nice now.
Too nice?
Yeah.
Some people might say that's a good thing.
Nah. Too nice, man. Too nice.
I spent 15 years as an investigative reporter for stations in New York, California, Cleveland, Virginia, West Virginia, and here. Here I was news director. I was upstate New York as a news director. And when I got down here, I realized what a wonderful film industry we had here. So I literally walked away from my familiar and took took a leap into the unknown, really. And it worked out for me. I had no choice. I couldn't go back. It was like you step out of that, and that industry sort of just keeps going. I left it, and I have no regrets. I loved what I did. I have no regrets doing 15 years. I have an Emmy. I have 3 nominations for an Emmy, and I won once. Look, I've been there and done that. This is I now get to play a reporter on TV sometimes, and a lawyer and a doctor and a killer and all sorts of things, depending on the show or the movie. I was married for 11 years, and when I came home one day, said I want to be an actor, I was told I didn't marry an actor, and it was the start of the end. So, it was a sacrifice. It was a sacrifice, but you have to be with someone who supports you and supports your dreams and your goals. Otherwise, you're never going to be ultimately happy. So, I'm happy. I've got a closet full of wonderful suits, and I wear them on sets if the role But look at me. Seriously, this is. You come out to the beach. This isn't beachwear, of course, but what a wonderful. And there are jobs that I do that require the suit and tie, and I do those. But to be able to just have this relaxed beach lifestyle and do what you want to do on more of your own schedule, it's just wonderful.
Poor. That's a hardship.
What is it?
Being poor.
Being poor? You're not poor.
I'm not rich.
You're in between.
Closer to poor.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't look it. Is there a look though?
Is there a label for poor?
I think there is here.
Yeah.
I'm happy I stopped you because you don't look it. You look very happy, very wealthy, very. Yeah. That's so you don't look positive.
That's a positive thing.
So you're thinking financially you're poor, or just?
Oh yeah, just financially. Rich in other areas.
4. How on earth am I going to feed my babies with $2 left? 4. I still got to ride the city bus and hope that I still have wealth after this. 4. I'm longing for my life and wanting more out of it. 4. $2 left, hoping other things come through the door. 4. We should not be afraid to get our hands dirty in life. 4. That's a part of our trials, tribulations, and strife. 4. But we're still excited about life. 4. I'm ready for more.
My girlfriend's actually expecting a child next year, so I'm starting to get used to that and trying to get over the fear.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a big deal.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
A big life-changing event, let me tell you.
Oh yeah, I can't get over the fact that after she just gives birth, we're gonna have to take it home.
I'm telling you, but things gonna change. It's really gonna change. How long y'all been together?
Not very long.
Oh yeah?
Not very long.
Oh, you met her here, huh?
Yeah, not very long. Things happen, but this is our child. We're gonna raise it together, and
Try to make it work. Huh?
yeah, just make it work by any means necessary.
Did you start? Well, I guess you didn't. You said things happened. I guess you didn't start out that way.
No,
Thinking about that.
no, it didn't. But that's the end result of what happened. So, I'm not upset or anything. I'm more scared. But I guess that's natural.
You said you rode your bike from where?
Key Island.
Where in Gospel? Where is that?
It's across the bridge, probably about a mile and a half.
Mile and a half, and you don't have any license. Why?
Because I didn't pay a seatbelt ticket 22 years ago. And with no license, you got a family to raise. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna make ends meet.
Right.
Do what you gotta do. You gotta
Right.
drive, you gotta drive. And I've done that for probably 15, 16 years. And every time I got caught, they took them for another 2 years.
But then you still have to pay child support. You still gotta keep your job going to pay child support.
That's
Still
correct.
have to get around, and nobody will drop that for you. That sucks. Do you get frustrated about that at all?
Oh yeah. There's a lot of things. I mean,
That's not the only thing.
nah.
You said you was taking a break not just from riding, but it looked like you were just taking a break from other things too.
Yeah, just clear my mind.
You ever got hurt or near an accident on your bike where people...
I got run over a month and a half ago.
Oh my God. Like hit?
Yeah. Like hit.
And you still going
Still going.
for your family.
Got to.
Underneath these trees, we think about life. 1, 2, 3, down goes Frazier. We think about our trials and tribulations and strife. What if we decide to love each other? What if we decide to say, I don't want to no longer deal with this, you loving me and me loving you underneath these trees? What if we decide to accept the energy and just do that? That would be a beautiful thing underneath these trees.
Well, I can't complain much. I mean, I just take it as it come.
Really?
Take the days as it come. As long as the family okay, I'm okay, everything's good for me.
You married?
No, ma'am. Never been. No, not even close.
If you could rewind, you're 42, never been married.
Never.
Is there one person that you would have married now that you think about it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Where is she?
She's in Wilmington.
Still?
Yeah. We'll just keep it like that.
Okay.
Yeah. But we friends and everything, but yeah.
If you can leave a message to your grandkids in a bottle, what would the message say?
That I love you more than anything that I can ever give you. Don't settle for less. You can do whatever you want to do. Strive to be the best, and just know your family will always be there for you. Papa, I love you.
So I was just told that my hip-hop is just life, and it is the movement of the atmosphere, and what I would love to do is just be enroused in an exotic moment with you. This thing is a funkified beat of nothing but life coming through. And if we take this moment on Castle Street, get excited about the banjo beat. This is a new era of spoken word, or hip-hop. Beautiful, funkified, rhythmatic, express tension of life. Hip-hop.
Hip-hop.
Music to me means life. Music is life. That Christ gives me life, but Christ gave me a gift without repentance, and that was music. So that is Him, it manifests in my life.
I can't help it. They ain't on my level, yeah. Oh, it's not, they just forget.
If this instrument could speak and speak to the individual, you know, it would say God is not dead. And that's what this is for. This heals people. And people don't really, you know, most people are not on a conscientious level yet. But Christ is going to continue to pour His Spirit in them. However, that's what music was designed for.
They ain't on my level, yeah. Oh, it's not, they just forget.
Now what is this? With a little bit of faith, a little bit of hope, and a little bit of love, you can have something a little bit different than what you thought you had. But here's the problem. People say, gimme, 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 more money, more money. Honey, please spare me the drama. Money doesn't buy happiness. I did a little bit of research. I went to the library, and you know that over the past 100 years, over 1,000 billionaires and billionaires have committed suicide. Woo! Food, shelter, clothing. But love is more important than money. Woo! I wouldn't take $1 million from somebody I love.
House like the Olsen twins, leave you catching bullets like Terrell Owens. Then got singles and I'm posted at a gentleman spot. Shooting on action like a movie. Call me 20th Century Fox. Hood like a sweatshirt is history like Wesley Sip. Wayne the best rapper alive. I'm the best that ever lived. Talking to feds, me ain't eat. And you know I'm shining like GKB, like a dumpster. Yo, most rappers are trash. Dog, I run this like a 40-yard dash. Fly like the plane that could have supported Leah. Try to get my pockets fat like a Cormadia. Yeah, y'all real childish. Matter of fact, a fetus man, and my flow so high you would think I need a fan. For the love of it, also for the money. Me, everybody questioning what is it that they want from me to studio. I've been rhyming for 12 years now, and I've been playing guitar for 2 years now. I picked a guitar up August 2 years ago, and I've just been inseparable ever since. It's just like peanut butter and jelly, me and guitar and rhyming, you know?
Oh, wow. I got to get myself together, 'cause I've got someplace to go. And I'm praying when I get there, I see everyone I know. You wanna go to heaven? Wanna go to heaven? Do you wanna go? Wow. Can you picture a place where there's a smile on every face, and all the worries, all the stressings, all the pressure's been erased? Walking down the streets that's golden, angels singing perfect weather. Everybody's got a mention, but it just don't get no better.
But then now the number 7. Have you ever heard anybody say lucky 7?
Yes.
Hold that. You heard a lie. Just put it in your hand with your phone there, darling. Why do women put money down inside here?
Because that's our purse.
No, honey, there's gold in them there heels. The number 7 was used in the Bible over 600 times. People say lucky 7. Don't believe everything you hear. It has nothing to do with luck. But some scientists have actually dubbed it God's number, used in the Bible, and many miracles have been wrought with the 7 unexplained by any science. What I want you to do, madam, is put your finger down on any card. Blessed, not lucky, 7. Take it. The paper in your hand, better turn it over. The paper that I gave you, quickly. Kanye West said diamonds are forever. But
here in Wilmington, North Carolina, and Thalian Hall, this is where all the artists come to perform. This is when they come to do their thing. But what happens whenever you're an artist that's lost in talent completely? What happens whenever we don't see you at all as an artist?
Up the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Can you do your spider web?
Cuddle with Tomar. I'm a bird. I want to be a cowgirl.
A cowgirl? What about you?
A cowgirl.
My girls love their father a little more than me, which I love.
Girls.
Yes, they're terrific. Daddy girls, terrific. I mean, words can't explain.
You guys that have been together for a long time, do you see a huge difference with him after him having the girls?
Oh, most definitely.
The girls have calm.
Yes.
It's been a peace.
It has. It has. It has brought him out of his shell, and it has gave him motivation to strive more.
When I was growing up, I never had my dad in my life.
Never?
Never.
You ever met your dad?
No, my dad been dead since I was like 3, but I have a father figure that stepped in and did whatever he could throughout the years of my life, but that's what makes me be in my kids' life more, because I see how it was a struggle for me, and it's kind of hard being young and out here trying to be a man and raise kids when you never really had a father figure in there to show you how to do that.
Now you have an organization called A Change Starts With Us.
Yes.
Why is that important?
I think it's significant in our today's youth, with the crime rate being so high. I think it's important as African American people to stick together like Martin Luther King did. I think the crime rate has increased, and having a change starts with us. It starts with us for future generations as our kids such as Outkast?
Crime rate, drug rate, the high school dropout rate. That's what it's all about. Trying to decrease all of that.
Yeah, I want one. Let me get one. I really don't know what people look at me and think, because everybody have their own opinions. I just live my life every day and try to be out here for my kids.
The ideal thing about our families is that it's like casting a fishing rod and you pull something in, you really never know what you're gonna get. It's like life is a box of chocolates, those types of things. You never can really choose what is given to you beautifully, but we know that it's family. Sometimes things are blended and everything is not blended just right, but I will say this to you. Loving your family is more than just one night. It is an explosion of a beautification process that no one can ever understand. Family is an emotional roller coaster. Unconditional love, life's beautiful breath of fresh air. And I'm in love with my family, as well as you should be in love with yours. We can't pick and choose them all, but we sure can love those bloodlines of just family. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jenny. Come on. Happy birthday to you.
My name is Patty Sinnott. I have two daughters. My oldest, her name is Jessie, and she is 33 years old. I have my youngest daughter, just turned 27. Her name is Jenny, and she's beautiful. She's a miracle, actually. She's starting her life over again. About 5 years ago, everything was fine. She was 21. She was going to school full time. She was sharing an apartment with a young lady. She was a manager for a shoe store locally, and then one day, actually the day after Thanksgiving, which is Black Friday, is a big shopping day, so she was working. We got a phone call, and it was her, and I answered the phone, and it was a woman, and she asked me if I was Jennifer's mother, and it kind of, freaked me out a little bit or whatever, and I said yes, that I was, and she said that she was a nurse calling from New Hanover Regional Medical Center, and that right then and there, I was like, what's wrong? And I just remember feeling all the air, sort of like I was punched in the stomach. And she said that Jenny had been in an accident and that I needed to get to the hospital as safely, but as quickly as possible. Jenny had been in a car accident. She was in a natural coma. She had a brain injury. And we got to the hospital, and as we were talking, the surgeon was walking, as we got there, the surgeon walked up to me, and a gurney went by, and I would never have known it was my daughter, except for her toes, and they were little purple toes. The actual brain surgeon, he said an odd thing to myself and my daughter, my oldest daughter. We were about 2 or 3 days in. Jenny was in the ICU, and he said that he came up to us and he's called me Mom. He was just like, Mom, I want to just say that I have a feeling about this, about your daughter, and he said, I do want to say that things are going to get worse. She was in a coma. It was not a medicated coma, it was a natural coma. And it was kind of like having a stroke. She was paralyzed on her right side, which, was the side that she used. Her left arm, the top bone here was crushed, so she was sort of in a brace, because that was really not much of a worry at that point anyway. They just sort of had it in a track. They thought she might have broken her neck, so they had a brace on her neck. She had it's called the front left temporal brain injury. And I thank God that that's, doesn't have anything to do with your personality, but it has to do with your language, your speech, your ability to do math. So we went on from there. Maybe things might have taken 2 steps back, but then we would, gain a little bit. She started to breathe on her own. We were in the ICU for 21 days, and then we moved to what's called a step-down unit, which was one of the floors in the hospital. And someone in my family or a friend, whatever, we were with her 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Because we just, we started out at first, and we just kept hearing, let her go, and we had palliative care telling us, how to let her go, to, basically you could either going to starve her, keep her medicated, and pneumonia would set in eventually as well. It was a lot of, I call them Debbie Downers, and I lost it a lot of times. I remember crying most of the time. Just constantly trying to stimulate her, find out what kind of music she was listening to, play it, Elton John. She liked different, Maroon 5, she liked Maroon 5, and we just would read different stories to her and the news and have conversations, and I just really wanted to just hold her, and you couldn't touch her at all because anything at all touching her stimulated her where she could have, blood pressure went up and she could have had a heart attack. So it was a very difficult time for my family and for her. I know she was in a lot of pain, and it's just, this is just a lot of things that they do for you, and you've got to get up to speed very quickly so that you can make the right decisions. But it was a very rough time for my family.
The ripple effects of life. Sometimes it's hard for us to understand what we do in a moment will have a cause and effect in life. Our desires, our wants, our needs, all have an effect on what we're going to go through in life. We're interested about your life, your story. It's going to be an amazing journey.